Have you ever wondered what it's like living the life as a musician? Well, my friends, join me as I show you a week in my life.
Won't you take me higher tonight? I ain't ever coming down. Won't you take me higher tonight? I ain't ever coming down.
So I'm going to hand you over to Mike in the past to kick things off.
Hello, Mike Bradley here. Hope you're doing well as always. So this is going to be like either a day in the life. I don't think I'm even going to do a day in the life. It's going to be a week in the life of a musician. So at the moment I'm in the beautiful Premier Inn in Swindon. Do you want to see my view? Look at that. That is a view right there. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yes, I'm in Swindon, and I drove up last night because I'm playing a festival gig with the Alter Eagles, which is an Eagles tribute band, and it's another hour away, kind of past Cheltenham way. So I'm about 100 miles away from my house, and I need to do another, I don't know, 56 or something. But we got to be there around 10 o'clock ish. I would have to leave at like 7:30, so they gave me a hotel room. So, yeah, I thought I'd document this week, and I know this week is super, super busy. And, yeah, I like talking about the inner workings of being a musician and some of the sacrifices you've got to make. Like, for example, yesterday was my wedding anniversary, and I had to leave my lovely wife to come to a hotel room on my own to do a gig. And this week's super, super busy, and I'm working on my birthday. I got my birthday on Thursday, but I'm like, things got to be done. So join me on this journey on whatever I document. But right, oh, one thing, you know what? You know when you see that GQ, is it GQ magazine? Like what's in your bag? The one thing you can't go anywhere without. This may come as a shock to you, but the one thing I always, apart from a guitar, which is there, I always have to take a hairdryer. Even though all hotels mainly have hairdryers, I like having my particular one. So that's the one thing I have to always bring with me, is my hairdryer. Right, enough sad things. Let's do some music. Oh, we are in. One thing I forgot to mention is that today I'm doing 2 gigs. So I'm playing with the Eagles, and then I'm driving down to Reading and doing like a function gig. I can't remember what it's for, if it's for a wedding or some birthday thing, I don't know. So yeah, 2 gigs, lots of songs, lots of playing. Hopefully I can remember everything.
Now, being the first act on, we thought, will there be people coming out to see us? Plus, with how the British summertime has been so far, we thought rain must be coming. Setting my pedal board up a bit differently lately. I've been missing the days of when I use the overdrive from the amp, and I've wanted to balance out my volume for when I go clean to dirty. So I've been backing the volume off on the overdrive pedals, but then having the amp set a little louder, and so far I've been liking the results.
Oh, that sounds like rain.
Just a shower.
Yeah, just a shower.
Now, as I'm on a good sized stage, I had to do the G chord strum. Thankfully, a really great crowd came out to see us, and it was also a really great set, and was also great to be on a good sized stage again, and hopefully soon I can do this again with my own music, but that's another story. Oh, now that was quite a good gig. Actually, there's no quite about it, a really good gig, but I forgot, it was that good, I forgot to film a lot of it. But yeah, really enjoyed that, great crowd. We were the first on as well, so you never know how it's going to go. There's black clouds as well. You're like, is there going to be people coming? But a nice little turnout, especially for the first slot. Though, if you'll see me look at my hand, I just got stung by a wasp. There's a nice circle there. I don't know if it's coming out in the camera, but it's the second time in my life I've ever been stung by a wasp. And I was just having a beer and something to eat, watching the band who's now on, and sitting there chatting away. I was like, as I'm talking, I could feel like this burning on my hand, like some hot burn on my hand there. I thought, what's that? And I thought, it's not my phone, is it getting hot? It's just like a throb of heat. And I looked, and there was a wasp dangling. I need another hand. Like that, I need another hand, I can't. But he was dangling on the edge of my hand right there. And it, not gonna swear, it flipping stings. So it's slowly going down. Thankfully I'm not allergic, but I'm now going to another gig, which is an hour and a half drive away. And so, it's my picking hand, it doesn't matter too much. But I remember that happened once before. I was at a gig, turned up to a gig, about a year or two ago, and I was walking back to my car, and I felt, as I was walking, I could feel like a furry thing. It was on my hand again, actually, on this finger. I could feel a furry thing. I even went like that. I thought, oh, that's weird, a weird furry thing. Looked down, as a wasp on my finger. As I went to flick him away, he stung me. So, second time stung, both times on my right hand. Right, let's go and do another gig, and I want to open a window because I'm getting sweaty in my car. Now, I forgot to film anything for the second gig, and to be honest, it was because I absolutely hated it. It wasn't a fun gig at all, and there was a deck bass player who, to be honest, didn't know the songs really at all. But the big thing was his playing just wasn't great, and he had no feel. I feel so bad saying this, but it was very hard. I still, as always, played the best that I could, but it was definitely work. I then as well got in at gone 2 AM, I think it's about 2:30, but you know, I guess it beats still having a real job. Sunday! So Sunday, another function gig for this one, and funny enough, I had to drive back to where I was on the festival the day before, which was about another 3-hour drive all the way back up there, so that was fun. So this leads me to a good point in being a musician. You spend most of your time traveling. Lots of driving, lots of waiting around. That in itself is so tiring. And you know, there's that classic saying, you get paid to ride the bus and do the gig for free. And that really is a true statement. And as you can see here, I'm having a great time. We had to play a Jewish medley for this one as well, which actually was quite fun, and some of it even used the Phrygian scale. The sound on this one though wasn't great. The room was a very echoey room, so we had to go on to in-ears, which, all right, but you really got to sit there for a while and kind of mix them in properly to get the sound you want. When it's just on the fly, it you know, it's a bit of a hit and miss thing, but it's better than just hearing this big boomy echoey room all the time. The main thing now in this one, the people in the band I absolutely love and adore, and so the hang is the main thing. So and the gig was a lot of fun. Monday. Monday was a day of teaching and also going over some songs for the studio work I had the next day and the gigs I have for later in the week. Tuesday. Tuesday, I had to head into London for some studio work. I got hired by a music production college to come in and play on the students' tracks. It's long days, but always a lot of fun. Wednesday. Wednesday again, I was back in London for another day of recording. Here's my little board I take with me. I also throw a wah-wah in my bag, as it's always great to have, and I did in fact end up using it later on in the session. My Stevie Eternal Strat, which is getting more and more worn as the days and weeks go on. Since getting it in March, it has definitely become my main guitar. And here's the nice fancy looking desk, which has got a load of buttons and knobs I don't really know how to use. So today is my birthday and I'm having to work. But work for me is playing the guitar. But I've got a gig today. It's a long gig. So it was hard to say no to it really. But again, life as a musician, life as a self-employed person, you just got to do these things. So, happy birthday to me! Yes, working on my birthday isn't something I really wanted to do, but needs must. Though in the morning, my lovely wife Laura had put like some birthday decorations and did me a lovely little breakfast and all that kind of stuff. So I got to celebrate a little bit in the morning and then had to head off and play lots of music. For the gig though, the guys I was playing with, again, are very, very dear friends of mine. So playing and hanging with them was beautiful. It was really, really nice. Plus, they still surprised me.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, mate. Thank you very much.
Is it Colin?
Oh, it's Captor.
It's actually the Waitrose version.
Apologies, I didn't film any playing here, but it was a really, really nice venue and the gig was a lot of fun. It was a wedding gig and we played a lot. We did an acoustic set earlier on during the day and then we did 3 70-minute sets in the evening. So yeah, lots of music was played, lots of guitar was played, lots of singing was made, but it was a lot of fun. Friday was another function gig. And to be honest, I and the band were absolutely whacked. It was the same band from the Thursday gig. And yeah, we were a wee bit tired. But we still played well, as we always do. But coming home was a nightmare, as an animal decided to do a kamikaze in front of me and just ran in front of my car. I was going down the motorway, probably about 68 miles an hour. And as I was driving, I was just kind of sitting back in my own little world kind of thing. Thankfully, I was fully awake. I was not tired. And I just saw this brown thing all of a sudden on my right-hand side there, just, I don't know, the back of it or whatever it was. I just saw this thing and next thing I know, boom! And it was a big old hit. And at first I thought, oh, I've blown a tyre or something. You know, that's what I was mainly concerned about. And then when I got home, I saw what you're seeing now, my bumper. So that's going to be a whole new bumper, which is really great. So a lot of my earnings from this week is now going to go on fixing this flipping bumper. So I don't know what it was I hit. I got a feeling it might be in a deer or something, but which upsets me. But the blimmin' thing shouldn't run out in front of me. Saturday, I was back with the Alter Eagles for a gig in Shoreham at the Rope Tackle Theatre. Thankfully, this is only about 40 minutes away from my house, so no big driving for me for once. Now, if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you may have seen that for some reason, out of all the videos that I post, when I post a video of me just playing one chord, it gets thousands and thousands of views. It makes no sense. So here is a C power chord for you. Here you can see all the backstage action. It all goes down here. And here's little Steve's face. Look at him. Just look at little Steve there. Once again though, another great crowd. Was a really fun gig and very much needed after doing a few function gigs this week. And that was my week. Now you may be thinking, oh, it's Sunday. Mike obviously got to rest. Oh, no. On Sunday, I had an NCT class, which, yes, and here's my public announcement. My wife and I are expecting our first baby. The baby is due the beginning of October, and we're both very, very excited, but also, as you can imagine, a little nervous too. The first NCT class was on Thursday, which obviously I couldn't make, but this one on Sunday was a 6-hour class. It was great meeting everyone though, but when I got home, it's safe to say that I just went straight on that sofa and I was out. I was completely whacked. So a week in the life of a musician, is it what you thought it would be? Is it something you would like to do yourself? Let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't done so already, do please sign up to my mailing list. A link will be below. Be sure to give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And check out my website, mikebradleymusic.com, where you can get some of my music, get some video lessons, and if you're interested, contact me for some guitar lessons. Anyway, I hope you're very good and well, and I'll see you in the next one. Mike Bradley signing out. Bye!